Hello, Twin Flames, and welcome to the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine Twin Flame Collective reading for this week. As always, we check in with the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, and our last card are the next steps that you can take, whether you're Divine Masculine or Feminine, in order to manifest your harmonious Twin Flame union. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so only keep what resonates. And if you would like personalized guidance for you and your twin flame journey, how to proceed, how to move forward based on your circumstances, then I have the links for that in the description of this video. So let's get started with a card for the Divine Masculine and see what he's feeling and thinking this week. And we have the Warrior. Have you answered your deepest calling? So this is a very life purpose card and also a card about inner strength and courage. This week, the Divine Masculine is really focusing on his life's purpose, what he was put on this earth to do. And that's extremely important because the twin flame journey is not only about finding your ultimate lover and being with them. Yeah, that's a big part of it, but also it's about fulfilling your deepest calling. And you know what that is when you think about your life for a moment. And let's think of, what your day would look like, what you would be doing if money and time was no issue to you. If you had infinite money in your bank account right now and infinite time to do whatever you wanted, what is it that you would be doing with your days? And, just sitting in front of the TV, I bet it's not very fulfilling. So maybe you need to rest, sure. And that's the first answer that comes to mind. But after that, what would you be doing? Would you be, let's say, running an animal shelter? Would you be, I don't know, would you be a healer, helping people on their spiritual journey? Would it be something else? Would you be an engineer? Like whatever it is, that is a very good direction that you can follow in order to be able to tell what your life's purpose is. And this doesn't mean that there won't be blocks to face or spiritual challenges on your life purpose journey. And this is why this card has this warrior lady on it, because there will be challenges, like with everything in life. Nothing comes easily. And especially if you're on your twin flame journey, it's a journey about finding your inner strength. So you will prove yourself quite a bit, that you are much stronger than you believe. The Divine Masculine is focused on finding his deeper calling, his life purpose, and this is helping also the Divine Feminine discover her own deeper calling, which it always aligns with your Divine Masculine. Like twin flames, they have the same deepest calling, but they might, manifest it in different ways. You might not be doing the same full-time job, for example. It might look a bit different, but the underlying value there. So let's say you want to help stop people from suffering. And one twin flame might be a doctor, helping people with their physical health, and the other might be a spiritual healer, so helping people not suffer spiritually. So it might look a bit different, but the underlying value of it is always the same. And also the Divine Masculine being courageous, that's really helping because he's moving forward on his twin flame journey. Focusing on his life purpose is what attracts union very quickly because, when you come together with your twin flame, what's next after that? Well, your life purpose, your deepest calling, fulfilling that. So your Divine Masculine this week is building the foundation for that so that when you come together, you already have your next steps. You don't have to worry about it or think about it too much. Next up, let's see what the Divine Feminine is thinking about, what she's feeling this week. And we have align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? This is so very important because the twin flame journey is a spiritual journey. And that means you need to align with your union in order to manifest it. You can't make it happen on the outside. You can't, chase your twin flame and make them love you. They're going to run in the opposite direction. And if you've tried that, I'm sure that you have noticed that it doesn't really work getting your twin flame to love you. You need to first love yourself, but also anything else that is out of alignment with the life that you desire to experience. So when we talk about harmonious twin flame union, what is in alignment with harmonious union needs to stay. Thoughts, feelings, all those things that are in alignment, actions, those must stay, but you also need to let go of what is not in alignment, such as thoughts, beliefs, feelings, and actions that are based on separation consciousness. For example, let's just say that your Divine Masculine only reaches out to you when he wants something physical with you. I'm sure you understand what I mean, but this feels very bad to you. But, you feel pretty desperate, let's say, to have some contact with him, even if it's that. So you're, willing to settle, even if it feels bad in your heart to have such a transactional relationship. So when you align your life, you are going to claim the strength in you to put up a boundary there, even if it means that your divine masculine might be a bit upset at you for a time, or he might cease contact for a bit while he sorts out his feelings, because he might feel rejected by that. Even though it's not rejection, you're actually inviting him into a deeper relationship. And you're actually aligning with your harmonious union because you're claiming the relationship that you really desire from your divine masculine. You're not settling, you're not doing things that you really don't feel good about and that, they don't feel very aligned with your soul. So in that case, aligning with your harmonious union looks like putting up some boundaries and, doing the unpleasant stuff, let's say. But ultimately, it's totally worth it because that's the only way that you can claim the relationship that you desire. If you're frustrated on your twin flame journey, it means that something needs to change. You can't do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. It's not going to happen. So something needs to change. And a lot of times we get stuck in cycles and we don't really know that we're stuck in cycles, which is why it's so important to have a second pair of eyes, essentially, on our twin flame journey. And for me, what I found most helpful is ascension coaching. It's really helped me align with my union so much, and I reap the rewards every single day from that. So for me, it's been an amazing investment into myself, my spiritual growth, and my twin flame union. If this sounds like something that you would like to try, then twinflamesuniverse.com has a great introductory e-course on twin flame union, harmonious twin flame union, that offers a coupon for 50% off your first ascension coaching session. So you can try that for yourself. And I also still have some availability in my schedule if you would be interested in working with me specifically. So if that's something that you would like, head to the description of this video to find out how you can do that. And with that, let's go into next steps. What can you do in order to manifest your harmonious twin flame union, whether you're divine masculine or feminine? Let's see what your next steps are for this week. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? This is very much related to our first card about life purpose. Like if you knew you would be supported with infinite resources, money, time, like, I don't know, anything else that you need, what would you do? And this always will point you to your inner truth. And, even with your twin flame journey, what would your next step be if you knew that you would be completely supported? Let go of the fears for a while, because those fears, they're not helping you to grow. They're only showing you places where you need to heal and release those fears. Because ultimately, the universe is fully supporting you on your twin flame journey. You never lack in anything. You never lack in any resources, support, money, time, love. You have all those things. And sometimes it might look like you don't have those things. Lots of people, they have lost friends, let's say, while on their twin flame journey. Something happened. This happened to me as well. However, what I came to realize is that those friendships, they were not really aligned with my divine self. They were not aligned with my growth. And they were not really supportive of my union. There was a lot of jealousy there. Because these people believed that they could not have their union as well. And of course, that's a limiting belief that people can have. And if you notice this in your life, you can have compassion for them. Because that's such a horrible thing to believe about yourself in the world. And surely these people are suffering because of it. However, it is not your job or responsibility to change those beliefs. And if a person really doesn't want to see you succeed and flourish, do you really lose anything by letting them go? That's where I'm getting at. So it might look like you're losing something, but in truth, something better is about to replace that. And it's safe to trust that the universe is guiding you perfectly and that it's providing for you perfectly. In the example that I used for the divine feminine, there was this transactional relationship between the divine masculine and feminine. Yeah, it might look like you lose your contact with your twin flame if you put up a boundary, but in truth, you're only losing the bad aspect of the relationship, the one that you no longer want. So it's safe to do that because you can never truly lose your twin flame. In fact, honoring yourself, loving yourself, that is what is going to improve your union and improve your relationship with your twin flame. So it's perfectly safe to honor yourself and put up this boundary. Because let's be honest, is not respecting yourself and not loving yourself and not honoring yourself in whatever form that takes on your twin flame journey right now, is it really serving you? Not really. It's just keeping up the illusion, it's keeping up and perpetuating your suffering, and you really don't deserve that. It's safe to make a change and trust in your path. Yeah, there's going to be upsets, there's going to be challenges, but the universe, God, the divine, wants you to know that you are supported in moving through those challenges. So it looks like it's the end of the world. Ego wants you to believe that it's the end of the world and like you and your twin flame are never gonna talk again because of this. Because you honored yourself and put up a boundary, and you need to put up with codependency to have your twin flame. But that's not true at all. Like, twin flames were not built on codependency, so it's safe to let that go. Trust your path and follow your inner guidance. So this is all I had for you this week, my dear twin flames. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in next week's video.